Does anyone have a number that keeps popping up in your life all the time and you don't really know why or what that number means? Anybody? Okay, shout out a number.
7.
Mine is 358.
358, 7. Anybody else?
8.
Okay, we're going to talk about the definitions of numbers and how those numbers, when added up, can possibly be reflective in your birth date, your total of your birth date. Most people in here have heard of astrology. Has anyone heard of a numerology? Raise your hand. Okay, well, the first time I ever heard about numerology was 34 years ago. I was a wardrobe supervisor for a theatrical production that went national on a tour. And we ended up going to Detroit, Michigan. I walked into the backstage door and there was this 80-year-old local prop master. He immediately came up to me and said, "What's your number?" And I said, I don't know. What do you mean? And he goes, "When's your birthday?" And I said, "Well, November 8th, 1955. And so that night and throughout the entire run of the show in Detroit, he had written on tiny little pieces of paper my number, the definition, and the perspective of where he got that number from. It was so fun. It became such a game, and I got very interested in it, and for 20 plus years became a numerological consultant. So your takeaway today after the speech is you will each get a numerology worksheet and a definition of all the core numbers 1 through 9. Let's take a look at the number scale that we're going to be working with. We're working with 1 through 9, so you're always going to factor down single, triple-digit numbers to a single-digit number. There are no good or bad numbers. There's positive and negative aspects to all the numbers. The power is not in the number, the power is in you, and how you choose to vibrate or work with the vibrational energy, the frequency of that number. Because numbers are like everything else, it carries a vibration. Emilio, our honored guest, has agreed to stand naked in front of you, numerologically speaking, through the profile of his birthday. So thank you very much, Emilio. Let's begin. We're going to look at 3 different perspectives of your birthday. The birthday number itself, the destiny and life lesson, and your achievement number. Now, Emilio was born on the 21st of February, so 2 plus 1 is a 3. And what the 3 tells me right away is Emilio is a lot of fun. He's very creative, he's very curious, he's very artistic, and that he is someone that you want to have at a party because he'll be telling jokes, he's great with words, whether it's through writing or speaking. But Emilio, you've got to be careful with scattering, doing too many things, procrastination. It's like a child. They want to do everything, taste everything, touch everything. Your birth date is, the total of your birth date is the destiny, why you're here, your purpose, and your life lesson. I want to backtrack just for a second. The birthday are your talents and your abilities, kind of like your sun sign in astrology. So let's move on to the total of the birthday equaling your destiny. When it comes to the year that you're born, make sure you add the 1 plus the 9 plus the 8 plus the 8 to get the total number. Once you add that up, you get a 49, then you add the 4 plus 9 and you get a 13, and the core number is a 4. These 2 numbers are very different. In your lifetime, Emilio, you are going to have to learn to be due diligent, focus, concentrate, follow through, be integrous, show up, be on time, all of those things. And your destiny is you're going to be living a life that deals with corporate, because 4 is a very corporate number, 4 and 8. And you need to leave something physical and tangible as a legacy on this planet. There may feel like there's feelings of limitation and restriction in your life because the symbol for a 4 is a square. So you don't want to box yourself in mentally, emotionally, spiritually in your life. And you may just, like if he was my child, I could never put him into a playpen because he's a 3 and a 3 just wants to experience, and a 4 is like they can't, the 4, the playpen, which is a square, keeps them very confined. So let's go to the birth month, and the birth day. You add those together to get your achievement number. Your achievement number is how you're going to fulfill your talents and your abilities, how you're going to learn your lessons, and how you're going to fulfill this destiny. He's a 5. So right away I have to say to him, you're going to be traveling a lot, experiencing many, many, many cultures, and nothing in your life is going to be constant. There's going to be, except change. You're going to try to hang on to something, but you just have to learn to flow and go with the flow. The thing about the 3 and the 5 together, they're both the word numbers. If you choose to use your words without being caustic, then you can use words to be very empowering and very loving and very supportive. And the combination of these two, it's pretty out there and fun and exciting and flighty, and your destiny is saying you gotta ground yourself and root yourself. So we're moving on to, I think, reviewal, birthday, talents and abilities, total of birth date, destiny, purpose, life lesson, and the achievement is how you're going to fulfill those talents and abilities and why you came here and what you're here to learn. We have just scratched the surface. There is so much more to talk about. Yet, when you go home and take your sheets and experiment on yourself first, and then make a copy of this, and then work on your family and your friends and your loved ones, you will find that some interesting information about the character of the people around you as well as yourself. And when that number comes around, those 8s and 7s and your triple digit number comes around, check out the definition, because somewhere the universe is giving you a code. Go into the matrix through the numerological profile and you'll get the information about it. Guess what Mark Twain said about numbers? Age is an issue about mind and matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. And the next time someone comes up to you and says, what's your number? You can step back and say, which one?